Today is September 12th. Hello everyone, this is Daily US Stock News by Kyle, bringing you the latest stock market updates every day. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Chip stocks are today's MVP, driven by overwhelming demand. The three major US stock indexes all closed higher today. The S&P rose by over 1%, the Nasdaq gained more than 2%, while the Dow only rose slightly by 0.31%. Chip stocks were today's MVP. August CPI data released. Federal Reserve's 25 basis point rate cut is expected. The August CPI data was released, showing a year-over-year increase of 2.5%, in line with expectations of 2.5%, and down from the previous value of 2.9%. This marks the fifth consecutive month of slowing growth, the lowest level since February 2021. The month-over-month increase was 0.2%, also in line with expectations. However, the problem lies with core inflation. August core CPI rose by 3.2% year-over-year, matching expectations but unchanged from the previous value. It had been slowing for 4 consecutive months previously. Month-over-month, it increased by 0.3%, higher than the expected 0.2% and the previous 0.2%. This is the biggest jump in 4 months, driven mainly by stubborn housing inflation, which could make it difficult for the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates by the 50 basis points some market participants had hoped for. After the mid-September rate cut, there are no rate meetings scheduled in October, meaning the market will be in a policy quiet period for over a month. If the Federal Reserve only cuts by 25 basis points next week, the market could become more sensitive to economic data during this period, and some investors may choose to exit. If Harris is elected, the U.S. stock market next year could face a high likelihood of a bear market, as Harris has proposed increasing the capital gains tax from the current 21% to 28%, which would squeeze corporate profits and prompt investment firms like Berkshire Hathaway to gradually take profits before the legislation passes. 1. After 11 a.m. today, Nvidia surged by 9%. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang spoke at the Goldman Sachs Investment Conference today, defending Nvidia's high server prices. He emphasized that AI will yield a high return on investment, reducing costs and increasing productivity for companies. He also reiterated that Blackwell chips are in short supply, becoming a hot commodity in the tech industry. There are also reports that the U.S. is close to allowing Nvidia to export chips to Saudi Arabia, after previously banning exports to the Middle East. This is good news for Nvidia. Harris has also stated that the U.S. must win the AI and quantum computing competition. 2. Morgan Stanley's top pick is now ARM. Morgan Stanley has named ARM as its new top large-cap stock, based on the recovery of the mobile market, new opportunities in edge AI, and expected growth in royalties. The analysts are optimistic about the mobile market recovery. They expect mobile business to drive ARM's growth first, especially with the launch of the iPhone 16, which uses the ARM v9 architecture A18 processor, indicating strong demand for this technology. The A18 processor used in the iPhone May 16th be based on the ARM v9 core, helping balance resources between the CPU, NPU, and GPU, further driving the adoption of ARM technology. This has boosted ARM's stock price by 70% this year. Morgan Stanley maintains its overweight rating for ARM and a target price of $175. The speed of AI data center construction is growing rapidly to meet the infrastructure needs, but demand still far exceeds supply despite the strong pace of construction. 3. GameStop's stock drops 12%. Q2 revenue of $798 million, minus 31%, lower than expected $896 million. Net income was $14.8 million, compared to a loss of $2.8 million in the same period last year. Earnings per share were 1 cent, beating expectations of minus 9 cents. The company said it is conducting a comprehensive evaluation of its store portfolio and will decide on closures based on various factors. Although the company has turned a profit, its stock still plummeted due to market uncertainty about GameStop's current operations. Very few analysts are following this meme stock, and most major investment banks have stopped covering it.